Namaste. Welcome you all for the classes on meditation. This is the 31st in the series. We are trying to look at the path of sage Patanjali, where he clearly emphasizes that you should first understand the dynamics of the mind and know what kind of samskaras or impressions are embedded and how to get rid of the negative impressions. And he has identified these as kleshas: Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha, Klesha. And we have seen all the four components, namely Raga, Dvesha, Asmita, Abhinivesha, and what are the dimensions of all these kleshas we have seen. Now we are going to look at the root cause of all this, which Patanjali calls as Avidya or ignorance. Avidya is also called Adima Klesha. That is the root cause of all the problems. So we shall explore about Avidya in the next few sessions as per Patanjali, what he says. Because without handling these negative samskaras, without understanding them, and without actually trying to reduce them, it is not possible to mature deep in our practice of meditation. Therefore, this is a very, very important thing, and we shall know what Patanjali says about Avidya. So, sit upright, any comfortable position. You can also sit on a chair, tip of the thumb and index finger in contact. Now, gently close your eyes. Have complete musculoskeletal awareness. Watch your posture from the tip of the toe to the tip of the head. Breathe gently, be relaxed. We shall chant word Om 3 times. Be watchful. Om is a very sacred word. Chant with devotion, complete involvement. Inhale. Watch the inner calmness, quietness. Now slowly open your eyes. Patanjali very clearly identifies that the cause of sufferings, all our sufferings, is these kleshas. Avidya, Smita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. And among this, Patanjali says that this avidya or ignorance is the fundamental cause. This is the breeding ground of all other kleshas. This we have to be very clear. So if avidya or ignorance is the cause of sufferings, we should work towards vidya or knowledge, which alone can remove these sufferings. So what he says, this avidya or ignorance, Patanjali says, avidya kshetram uttaresham prasupta tanu vichinna udharanam. Avidya kshetra, that is, this field of ignorance, avidya, is the root cause of uttaresham, other kleshas. This is the breeding ground. And these kleshas can be in one of the four states. What are they? Prashupta. They can be in a dormant state. Or tanu. Tanu means attenuated, thinned down, weakened. Vichinna means distanced, interrupted. Udharanam means activated, aroused. So these kleshas, namely asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, that is the ego, attraction, aversion, fear. These can be in a dormant potential state, or they can be in the weakened state, or you have been able to distance from the sources of these, or they can be active. So today we will look at udaharanam, active. So you must do an audit of the kleshas that are active in us, haunting us, that are causing us suffering. What kind of chitta vrittis, thoughts that we are going on. Okay? So close your eyes. This is an important step. Let us look at how these other kleshas are really haunting. Take asmita, the egoistic attitude, tendencies. Just internally, honestly contemplate, is it active in us? It's not difficult to identify. We all can know what is going on in the mind. Of course, for that, you should know how to watch your mind. That's why in the previous classes, we have at length dealt with all these things, how to watch the mind, what the mind can do. In fact, it may not even allow you to watch. The attention may shift, the mind may wander. So look at your own self, reflect on the pattern of the thoughts. How much of these egoistic tendencies we are exhibiting, how much of it is disturbing us. So keep a watch on this. It's easy to watch. We can immediately tag them. Not just while we are sitting in meditation, even otherwise, in and through our life, whenever the tendencies of these kleshas come up, we will easily know, oh, this has come up. Now look at raga. Is it actively haunting you? Attraction, desire to anything, attachment to children, attachment to spouse, attachment to grandchildren, attachment to name, fame, power, money. How much of this is haunting? And the chitta vrittis, the thought patterns, are governed by these active or aroused kleshas. If raga is on the rise, most of the chitta vrittis will be because of that. Always such thoughts of raga keeps coming up. Just honestly examine. Then similarly, dvesha, aversion. What all you hate, how much of that hatred, negative klesha keep bothering. Know what you are doing. You are taking an audit of the negative samskaras that are actively haunting us as of now. Now means not this instance, but generally in our life. First, identifying them, identifying the active negative samskaras, acknowledging that yes, these are active in me. That is the key to further progress. Then look at the fear, abhinivesha. In the previous classes, we have extensively looked at the various dimensions of fear and actual definition of abhinivesha. So I suggest that try to visit those classes again and again. Now just see how much of this negative klesha called abhinivesha is haunting, and we also know that Patanjali also very clearly says that this abhinivesha is not easy to cross over. Even the most learned are haunted with this. So just check how much of this fear is troubling you, thus not allowing to experience tranquility. That's how we see the mind always disturbed. Peace of mind is missing because the negative samskaras are active. So this is an important step to identify the samskaras, especially the negative samskaras that are actively haunting And this we should be able to witness and identify in and through our life. We should be able to know if some thoughts, chitta vrittis of fear, any type of fear, of course, irrational fear. I think we have discussed these things at length in the previous sessions. These irrational fears, how much of it is coming, and when such thoughts come, we should immediately tag, oh, this is fear. And identifying these active kleshas is a great beginning in our journey towards bliss, ananda. So this is a gradual process, and if you are able to know these negative kleshas in and through, that is called mindful living. Step 1, you know what is happening. And that's a good beginning. That's why Patanjali says, try to identify those which are active. Then it is easy to work with other steps and how to handle these negative impressions in our chitta, negative impressions in the subconscious mind. Because these negative impressions in the subconscious mind is the root cause of all the chitta vrittis or the thoughts we experience in the conscious mind. And Patanjali gives a clear-cut approach for all of us to move from a disturbed state of mind to a tranquil state of mind. We shall offer our prayers to Sage Patanjali. Inhale. Yogena jittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi Hari Om. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shubhamastu.